Okay, everyone. So I'd like to thank Adele for inviting me, and it's great to see so many people. Hi, Jill. Right. I'm really sorry if I sound very bossy tonight, but I can't help it. That's how I say things. I don't mean to be bossy. It just comes out like that. Okay, so I just want to talk about your dreams, really, and how do I go on to the next slide?
If you just click onto the slide again, it should go.
Click on it, that's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So your dreams can really come true if you wake up and take action now, and I really mean wake up and take action, because we can all dream. The question is, do you really have any? Do you have any real dreams that you really want to achieve that are big? You have to think big, way beyond what you've ever thought before. That's a real dream, by thinking big. So what were our dreams when we first started in this business? Our first dream was to build an income of 3,700 average every period. Now, that was every period. So we wanted to get to that and keep on achieving that amount or more. And that's because our sponsor earned that. So we thought that was a good income. And that meant we could pay our mortgage, we could have good holidays, we could save some money and help the kids and grandchildren and pay off debt. So that was everything. We thought we'll have a nice, comfortable life. But then it only took 3 months to change those dreams because, well, everything works. The retail worked. We made a go and we achieved it every month. The sponsoring worked. We were sponsoring people 2 a week. The coaching worked because we were talking to people and explaining things to them, and that was working. So personal development was working. The excitement of the industry was so fantastic. People were earning absolutely mega money that I'd never heard. And we actually stood on the shoulders of giants. So, oh, hang on. So we went, our dream became 10,000 income a month in 5 years. And we thought that was a ridiculous sum. And we could have anything we wanted if we were earning that kind of money. And so we did it in 5 years. And we went from a redundancy to abundancy. And we were both made redundant in the same week. And we started our business. We were made redundant in January. We started our business in February. And the two of us worked from there. And in our 6th year, we bought our dream home and never had to sell our semi. We bought 2 villas in Spain, and we bought a villa at the top of our mountain that we call the Eagle's Nest, where I'm speaking from now, because we were going to bring out all our eagles to the Eagle's Nest. You see, everything we had was to share, because without our team and without all our efforts and their efforts, we wouldn't have all these things. So everything we wanted to do, we were going to share our home to everybody, share our garden to everybody, and share our villas to everybody. So yeah, that was the lifestyle that we were living. So how do you get what you want? You need to do the activity plan over and over and over and over again. Just like anything else, you just have to keep repeating the same things, but it varies. And because it works, in 3 months, our turnover was 7,500 a month, okay? We had 23 people in our team, but we actually sponsored ourselves, between us, Peter and I, 96 people in 3 months. But they don't all stay. So what? They go. You just let them go. You just keep on recruiting, keep on sponsoring. In that team, we had 7 people who wanted to do what we did. They wanted to aim for that level, 7,500 a month, which is like you going director and you've got 7 people also wanting to achieve director. Did they all make it? No, they didn't. But we kept looking for others. Some left, some settled for less, and others made it. But that's the way this business always is. It's no different from people going to the gym, starting afresh at New Year and working for about 4 weeks and saying, this isn't working. So they give it up. Silly, I think. Well, stupid, really. So that's the name of the game. So you just have to get used to that, because the rewards are absolutely mega. They really are mega, but you just have to keep at it. So in our first year, well, we worked from February onwards, and then in the next year, we won a trip, and we were the top qualifiers for this trip. And we were absolutely amazed, but they kept doing these points and showing us on these charts, and I didn't want to be the top. I wanted to come from the back and be top. But anyway, we won this trip to the Sea Goddess, which is a fabulous. It's a little boat. It holds 100 people, and there were 100 people on the ship to look after us. It was absolutely amazing. So we were blown away. So it all started where a limo came to our little semi-detached house and picked us up and took us to Heathrow, where we boarded Concorde. Now, I hate flying. I absolutely hate flying, but it's never stopped me going to Australia and everywhere. It's never stopped me, but I don't like it. And I got onto Concorde, and before we got on, people were saying, you know, the plane expands and it gets longer. And I thought, oh God, don't tell me that. And you know, it gets a bend in it. So when you look up the aisle, it's not straight, it gets a bend. I said to Pete, don't let me sit near the aisle. So anyway, we got on Concorde, and it was absolutely wonderful. We had wine from the cellar. We were almost in space, but wine was from the cellar, and we were given silver service. It was just wonderful. And we got there before we left the UK. That's how quick it was to New York. When we got to New York, another limo picked us up and took us for a tour of New York, and then it took us to our hotel, the Waldorf Astoria. And this limo was waiting outside the hotel day and night. So whenever we came out, it drew up and it took us where we wanted to go. So one day we had to go out through the garage because we just wanted to go for a walk. We didn't want this limo keep picking us up. Anyway, so that was a wonderful experience. And then after 3 or 4 days, I can't remember, the limo picked us up again, and it took us to the airport, and we flew first class to Barbados, and that was wonderful. And we'd had not much sleep in New York, and so we were asleep on the plane, and this lady kept waking me up and said, would you like another hot nut? I thought, I'll smack her if she doesn't leave me alone. Anyway, that was wonderful. We arrived in Barbados, and another limo picked us up and took us on a tour of Barbados. And then the phone rang, and the driver said, the ship's waiting for you, Mr. and Mrs. White. We were going, oh, can't believe it. Anyway, we drove down the dock, and there was the ship, and everyone from the company was all on, and they were all waving. It was absolutely wonderful, and what a wonderful experience. We loved meeting all the people because we hadn't met a lot of them. We were bonding and we were learning. We were learning from a lot of people, but we were very careful who we listened to. And that was the first time I met Jill Nicholson and made a friend of her. Fun and friendships, yeah, we had a lot of fun. We had wonderful friendships, but it gave us so much confidence for the future. And we love this lifestyle. We wanted this lifestyle. We'd been on holidays before because we love to travel, but this was in a different league. This was first class. This was absolutely brilliant. And we wanted more of this. We wanted this to be part of our lives in our future. So this is a picture of some of the people on the cruise.
Hello. Thank you very much. Yes, not bad.
All the people in grey, well, all of us, we all said we wanted this to be our lifestyle. We wanted to come back on every trip. We were never going to miss another trip again. If there were anything like this, we were going to have all of them. And everyone said the same. But all these people in grey didn't come back. They said they were going to, but they didn't. They just didn't come back. They didn't work hard enough. I don't know why, but they said they were, and they didn't do it. So I call them the grey people, really. They just don't do what they say. So why is it easier to grow fast? Well, sponsoring regularly, bringing in a steady flow of new people will always, always build your business. Not do it 1 month or one campaign and not the next. You have to do it every campaign. You're fixed in this business. You might as well do it properly. Don't get hung up when somebody leaves, because if you're sponsoring regularly, when somebody leaves, you're replacing them all the time. So don't get hung up about it. Let them go, and rely on no one. Don't rely on anyone. If you get somebody who you think's good, don't think they're going to build your business. They won't. They'll build theirs. You have to keep building yours alongside them. So don't rely on anyone, but value everybody. And don't get prickly when somebody doesn't do what they say. That's the way they are. They say they're going to do something and they don't. But if you've got enough people coming in, you haven't got time to ponder on if somebody doesn't do what they say. And you can wait for your people to evolve. Everybody evolves eventually. Well, not everybody, most people, or a lot of people that you can coach. You can wait till they evolve and run with the runners. Those who work a plan each and every week, they're the ones who you need to be concentrating on. You can always go back for the others when they're ready to run, but pick the people who you're going to work with, not the people who say, I'm going to be director and do nothing, but the people who work at it, who have a plan and work at it every week. So I used to work, well, we used to go in 1 year benchmark. So in the first year, we had to be earning a certain amount of money and be a certain level. And the next year, we had to be earning a certain amount and be a certain level. And the third year and the fourth year and the fifth year. So we had to be premier and we had to be earning £10,000 a month. So that's how we built our business, working on a yearly benchmark. So who wants to achieve director for starters? I mean, who wants to achieve director? If you're not already director, do you want to achieve director? Can you put your hand up? Okay, so do it quickly, plan how, and plan what you're going to do. Do it over and over and over again. Keep repeating, and people will duplicate you. And this is part of our business. People will duplicate you. Grow in people. That's how you grow, in people. You grow in sales when you grow in people. So if you want sales, you have to grow in people, and you need to acquire good people skills. So qualify fast. It doesn't take a year to get to 7,000 BP. It doesn't, not if you're sponsoring regularly. Then when you get to your 7,000 BP, you spend the rest of the year strengthening your business, ready for when you're going to start the next year. Or the next year when you're strengthening your business, you go up another level as well. But you keep on strengthening your business. So you see, when you commit to a job, you commit yourself for 45 years. When you commit to achieving director, you need to do more than you need. Why not commit 5 years now in this business? Just 5 years. That's all you have to work, 5 years. And by then, if you're big enough, your business grows and grows and grows and grows. But just give it 5 years. That's all it takes. 5 years is nothing in time. You can reach heights you could never imagine, provided you work the system. And when you reach a level in the business, please don't say, oh, I've made it, I'll have a break, because your business will go down. When you've reached the level, celebrate that evening and the next day get back on the business. Definitely. So I'm proof of that, because we all evolve in time. You see, you can never evolve in a job to earn £100,000 a year. You can never get a job. The chances are you'll never earn £100,000 a year. And before I started in this business, had I have seen a job saying income 100,000, I wouldn't have answered it. I didn't think I had the ability. I didn't think I had the know-how. I didn't think I had any qualities to earn 100,000 a year. But you know what you can do? I'm proof that we evolved, because we ended up earning £236,814 a year. That's a lot more than 100,000, believe me. But we evolved. Each day we learned more. Each day we put something else under our belt. We got more people in the business. We let people go, whatever we did, and we ignored the fact that people turn over. Do you know, people in British Home Stores in Oxford Street turn over far more than they do in this business. Their turnover is astronomical, but they just keep on recruiting, keep on advertising. You see, the speed of the leader is the speed of the team. So you set your team standards. Explain how through your own experiences. When you're coaching people, explain what to do through what you've done. People take your example far more seriously than your advice. Every time. So talk about what you've done. That's what a leader does. A leader evolves, a leader builds people, a leader coaches people. When a leader's people are growing, your business grows. So it's all down to how your people are going to grow. And your example is far better than your advice. Remember, it's a people business and you need harmony in your business. And that means with people skills. So people skills. Your communication skills have to be first class. And mine weren't. In the beginning, my communication skills weren't, but they got better and better and better and better. And sometimes I would get somebody and I might think she was a bit stuck up or a bit funny and I didn't know how to handle her, but I used to think what I was going to say to her before I spoke to her. And it's your tonality when you speak to people. Coaching is actually caring for people and assessing what they need to do. For instance, when you're coaching somebody, as I said earlier, when they're going to achieve director, I tell them when you go for director, celebrate when you've made it, but don't go berserk and don't have time off because it's only the first level on our plan, the first real level on our plan. So when you reach that bottom of the first level, you've got a long way to go. So you keep on assessing and telling them, get back to work the next day so you don't drop down, and write down exactly what you've told that person to do. Have a page for each person and write down what you've told them to do and what you've explained. So as soon as you speak to them next week, ask them how they got on. Ask them what happened. Ask them if they said what you asked them to say. And when they know you're going to ask them if they've done it, they're going to do it. And if not, they're not going to have your coaching call. Your body language is also very, very important, especially if you're on a one-to-one. Not so much on a Zoom or anything else really, but your body language is so, so very important. And your eye contact. You need to look at people in the eye when you speak to them. Don't look away, don't look down, don't look them directly in the eye when you speak to them. And that way they know that they've got your full attention. And understanding people, understanding, you know, you've been there before everyone in your team. You've done what everyone is going to do. So you need to understand what they're going to do, where they're going to go wrong, and try and capture it. And you need to be assertive. Don't be a weak willy-nilly. Oh yeah, just try it. Don't be like that. Be more assertive with them. And empathy, you have to have empathy, but you need an iron fist in a velvet glove. So you have to get that ability to have an iron fist in a velvet glove and have the ability to read your people. Not everybody's the same. So treat them all as individuals when you're speaking to them on a one-to-one and when you're coaching them. So did we have any disappointments along the way? We had hundreds of disappointments, mainly in people, and some really bad things too. Just one little thing I'll tell you, that one couple drove off with our car. We never saw it since. They just pinched it. And we were left with one little car. It was an old banger, but we needed both, but we loaned it to them because their car was getting fixed in the garage and they couldn't get it out. And they couldn't retail without it. So we loaned them our car and they moved away with our car. Did we go to the police? No, it would have taken all the focus off our business. We just had to lose it, but it didn't affect our business. We kept on working. Disappointments, they were, but they weren't disasters. So you'll get disappointments, but you won't get a disaster. It's a numbers game. So you have to have the skill to hold on to some people and let others go. And you know what I mean when I say let others go. In fact, let others just do what they want to do or leave. It's up to you. But just let them do what they want to do. And not everyone is going to be a high flyer. So when you value everyone, you have to remember that you've got to listen to all the little ones and let them get on with it. They're not all going to be ambitious. Everybody in your business provides something. Most people don't join you. Well, you know that anyway, but enough will. And enough will stay as long as you keep on sponsoring week in and week out. Whatever they do, it all adds up to your bottom line. So don't be disappointed with anybody. Just let them get on with it and keep looking for more people. So how do you achieve camaraderie in your team? Well, I suggest you have a no gossip policy. I hate gossip. I think it's terrible when people gossip about people. And Have a no gossip policy in your team. And if somebody comes onto the phone and you know they're going to talk about somebody, just stop them and say, oh, yes, she's a very good friend of mine. She's nice, isn't she? Before they have chance to say something. And if they continue, say, excuse me, I don't want to hear anything bad about that person because I really like her. So please don't change my mind. But don't let people gossip, and don't let them gossip to one another either. Always be a leader. Always, always. Whenever you open your mouth, you're coaching. Whatever you're saying, whoever you're saying it to, you're coaching. And be careful, because people hear what you say when you don't know that they're listening. So always be aware of what you're saying. Have a team pride. That's very, very important. Not to say we're better than any other team. That's not team pride, that's stupidity. But have a pride about your team, and our team's great and we're going places and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, that sort of thing. And the security, you will have security in your business if you have a no gossip policy and team pride. And harmony in your business is just so, so very important. Huge belief in the Vista Group, in Oriflame, and our whole product range is, well, how can you not have huge belief in those three things? So stick with this team, the Vista Group. Will we take you where you want to go? No, we won't. It's so easy to be enthusiastic, type little things and say, I'm so excited. But that doesn't grow your business. You really need to work the plan. You really need to progress to director and beyond. That's when this team will take you anywhere. And I think I've missed, oh no, it's here. So to achieve director, I thought I'd missed it. To achieve director, you have to reach a minimum of 7,000 BP. Your BP has to be 300. So aim for 400. It's no good aiming for 300. Aim for 4. Every campaign, aim for 4. How many customers have you got? How many customers do you need? You need to get more. To have a team to do 7,000 BP, aim for 8,000. It's no good aiming for 7,000. You have to aim for 8,000. And then what's the average sales in your team? What's the average BP? Divide that into 8,000, and that will tell you how many people you comfortably need to hit director. Don't just do the minimum. Don't do the minimum in anything. Go over it. Just go over it. Go over everything. That's how you will earn a good income, and your income will keep on growing. And it's all down to recruiting, recruiting, recruiting. So you know how to get your personal BP. You know how to get your 7,000 BP. It's in people. You need 2 platinum legs and more people in your business building to platinum. You don't just need 2 platinum legs full stop. You need lots more people. This is why people are so important in the business. This is such a people business. You just need so many people. So keep on recruiting. How many people do you need for starters to get to the first level of what I call the real plan to earn decent money? That's about 1,000 income every 3 weeks. That's 17,000 a year. That's not bad part-time. Not bad at all. And if it's full-time, you can do it really quick. So you don't know the ins and outs of this business, you might think. How can I do all this? And you don't have a track record. Well, neither did I. I didn't have a track record. I didn't know anything about the business. It was all new to me. But I got most of my team to meetings. So they learned whilst I did. And they got as enthusiastic as I was. So how many people have you got on this Zoom tonight? Not you coming on. How many of you people are on this Zoom? Because it's never the same when you have to repeat it. Never. You see, great minds discuss ideas. Great ideas. Average minds discuss events. And small minds, like the gossips, discuss people. Ensure when you discuss people, you are telling someone how great they are, how great a person is, or how great they are themselves, but never derogatory. So it's not a yo-yo business. This is definitely not a yo-yo business. You lead with personal growth and personal development. You can't read enough. You can't put enough in your head to get your head right. You lead with growth in numbers consistently. Every campaign, recruit. They don't all stay. You don't worry. You just keep on recruiting, and you work with the runners. You lead with people skills. Have your people skills. To achieve every trip. You achieve every trip, and your people will listen to you. It's no good saying, oh, that trip's really good, you want to go for it, and then you don't win it. So you need to go for it. Your expectations are your limitations. You see, I never wanted people's pity. I didn't say I had a headache, or I don't feel well, or I'm not too good today, or this has gone wrong, or that's gone wrong. I never mentioned anything that never went right, ever. I never mentioned how bad I feel, ever. I wanted their admiration rather than their pity. I wanted to inspire them. I wanted to coach them. I wanted to help them improve themselves. I wanted to make their dreams come true. So lift the cloud of limitations. Don't have people's pity, ever. And rely on no one. Yet value every single person in your business, no matter what they do. But you have to spend your time working with the workers, with the runners, because they are going to build their business and build yours. But don't rely on everybody, but value all the little people. And thank you very much.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you so much, Jackie. That was amazing, as always.
We'll stop sharing now.
Yes, thank you. You can. That was absolutely fabulous. Has anybody got anything they want to share after that? That was just incredible. Please show your appreciation in the chat for us.
How about us all unmuting ourselves and giving them a big, big cheer? So well done, Jackie. That was absolutely mega.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Thank you, Jackie. Brilliant. Awesome.
Thank you, Jackie.
Ashley says, when did you first start working with Oriflame?
Is it nearly 4 years ago now? Yeah.
Coming up 4 years, isn't it? Yeah.
4 years in May, isn't it?
Yeah, it is next month.
Where's that time gone?
I know, or anniversary time. Woohoo. 16th of May, I think it was, or 14th of May, something like that.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Yeah, amazing. But yes, I think you can all see now from what Jackie shared, that's why, her and Pete were so successful, and why she continues to be, successful now. So yeah, I mean, you won the TSB award as well, didn't you, at the Oriflame show, which was amazing to see as well. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So yes, everybody's enjoyed that. I'm absolutely sure. I've got loads of notes. I'd forgot to put my notepad in front of me with all the excitement, so I've just had to write on the back of my flyers. I've got three flyers I've used. But yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming on tonight. We haven't gone that far over after all, have we? It's only 9:15. So I will share this recording in the Vista group. I can't believe that I got that wrong. Craig was telling me, I was looking at the, he was messaging me saying, mute yourself, mute yourself. And I didn't know where he meant, whether to mute myself on the Zoom or mute myself on where, and I literally couldn't see where to do it. So I'm sorry that didn't get streamed live, but it will be recorded and it will go in there. So I'll pop that in. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming on. Thank you, Jackie, and we'll see you all very, very soon.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks,
Bye,
Jackie.
guys. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.